Help spread love and feel the joy of giving back. During the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event at Beardmore Subaru, Subaru will donate $250 to the charity of your choice for every new Subaru purchased or leased. The ASPCA, Make-A-Wish, Meals on Wheels, the National Park Foundation, the Housing Foundation of Sarpy County, or Offutt Air Force Base's Airman's Attic. Plus, we will give an additional $100 locally to help even more. Go to BeardmoreSubaru.com to learn more. Submit charity selection by 1/12/24. Promotion ends 1/2/24. See Subaru.com for more details.
J360 Radio.
Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to another J360 Mini Bite, hosted by J.M. Brady. And I am your host, J.M. Brady. So let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, y'all? Time for another Mini Bite, right? New week, new stuff, new adventures, new endeavor, same old problem. Hey, before we get into it, I just gotta say this. Will you damn thoughts quit sending me your OnlyFans link? I don't want that BS. I don't need it. I mean, 9 times out of 10, I just sit here and I'm like, every time. I mean, I run a production company here. I don't have time to care about what the hell you're doing, half naked, rolling around, asking me for money and stuff just so you can go ahead and make your rent. I don't care. Jeez. I mean, 9 times out of 10 is so damn stupid when it gets right down to it. I'm not a lonely dude looking for love. Jeez. I mean, I could go ahead and talk about my love interests and stuff, but you know, even then, why do I need to? Look, the point is this. The world we live in is, dare I say, messed up. To the point where it's like, you'll see like how certain people will bring out different aspects about themselves instead of just, you know, trying to find a way to live honestly, I guess, or trying to find a way to just do the right thing. Because, hey, we just flailing at the gate. You understand what I'm saying? We're at that point where it's like, hey, I'm trying to reach and do the right thing, but it's just so easy to do wrong. And, you know, I'd rather just go ahead and keep going for the bottom of the barrel instead of reaching for the top of the rim. Because, hey, that's where all the points are made. Come on, man. After a while, I get really tired of it. Like, see, I have goals, people. I have ideals. I have concepts. I have things that I build and places where I want to go and a life to live and all that great stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I've come pretty far to get there. I mean, but the weirdest thing is you'll see obstacles come out of nowhere that will affect you and try to hold you back in ways and manners that are just beyond expectations. And I mean, I'm not just talking about them thoughts on OnlyFans. I'm talking about just con people in general. It seems like the further I get into broadcasting, the more I realize how fake and tiresome other people are. And it's like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Yeah, I said it. I'm not above and beyond saying you people. I'm a force of nature these days, folks. I mean, at the end of the damn day, you can go ahead and say, well, we mean you people. I mean you people, a-hole. That's what I just said. Blow it out your... You know what I mean? It's like, one way or another. You want to know why my social circle is the way it is? Let me tell you the truth about my social circle. It's huge. There are a lot of people I know. And there's a lot of people that know me. Online and offline. Some people know that I host the J-Man Show. A lot of people know that I build J360 Productions. Quite a lot of people know that, you know, most of the time, I'm tired because I'm building the damn thing day in and day out. With or without Black Lives Matter helping. You understand that? And the thing about my social circle is, I have to make adjustments and I have to reassess it every time. Because there are people out here that, you know, once again, are rather self-serving individuals who just seem as though like, oh, we can con J-Man out of anything. We can go ahead and try to get a little bit from him. That way so he doesn't focus on his main plan. The truth is, no, you cannot. Not without my permission, you can't. And one way or another, I hate to sound like real rash, but I have this thing where, you know, I just don't like liars. And quite a lot of people are liars every time. It's to the point where I can see the word lie coming out of your throat. It's like, what the hell are you doing lying to me? You know, I'm going to find out one way or another, right? You know, it's not like I don't have eyes everywhere. You see what I'm saying? And I'm talking to other content creators too. Oh yeah, hey Jay, you want to collab? Hey, if you want to collab, email me, j360productions@outlook.com, or use the damn hotline. I mean, one way or another, we can get it done, but it's like this. I understand we're all trying to rebuild our lives, but at the same time, just because your life is a piece of crap doesn't mean you got to try to throw any of that stuff my way, because I'm going to hit it right back at you. And the point is, I know, I totally get it, but we can do better than this. We can do a lot better. This whole damn society right now, it's rubbled. It's crumbled. But we can go ahead and make some new stuff to rebuild off of it. You know, we don't have to necessarily keep it this way. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's going to take work, and it's going to take rolling up your sleeves, and it's going to take making sure what the end game and the practical goal would be. But, you know, one way or another, you got to put the time in to do so. Like, everybody runs around with Breonna Taylor. You know, her whole thing, she's been fell asleep on, let's be honest, because those gentlemen should have been arrested by now. Should have faced a lot of jail time. And then, of course, you got, like, certain politicians that are afraid of trying to get rid of immunity because, I don't know, maybe it's money, maybe there's a whole ulterior motive involved in this. Like, but once again, it's like the problems are right there. And we could have taken care of it by now. Way by now. Even beyond Trayvon. You understand what I'm saying? And why are we still having the same argument? Why are we still having the same conversation? Why is it always got to be about, you know, it's just, you know, it's like really disgusting where we are nowadays. And I remember somebody trying to tell me about Black Lives Matter. I looked at it and I said, mofo, I am the movement. You got to understand this. You can't tell me anything about, like, what Black Lives Matter is all about. You can't tell me anything about the black man's plight and the strife. I am a black man. I know. And then half the time I'm trying to get into one of the most tedious industries known to man, filled with nothing but a bunch of manipulating, lying, coked up, stupid individuals. And you want to tell me about how troublesome the world is, huh? And the thing about it is, I'm doing this legally. I'm doing it clean. I'm doing it to the point where it's like, you know, I don't want to rob the fan base of anything. I don't want to make any controversy here, but I know controversy is going to come because that's just who I am. And 9 times out of 10, like, I just got DMCA'd for doing a live test on Twitter. How the hell is that even possible? People in general don't make sense to me, man. Especially these damn algorithms and stuff like that. Like, I only support one girl on OnlyFans. It's because I believe in what she does. But you know what? If I had the ability to cut her off, would I? Hell yeah. And do I have the ability to do so? Still do. Because one way or another, you never know how fake and shady some people are. And it's to the point where it's like, you know, the interaction that you pay for. I remember this one coming up out of the woodwork saying this. Oh, my Instagram is so corporate now. If you pay for OnlyFans, we'll have interaction, videos. I'm not giving you $12.99 Netflix prices a month just for you to say hi to me and I can say how fantastic your ass is. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it. Matter of fact, seeing these kind of people in my online social circle just makes me think one thing or another. I'm about to nuke that crap. I'm willing to let all that go. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I know who I am, and I know where I stand for. I know where my limits are, and I know one way or another. I don't have that many limits, but I know where to impose some. And I know that as I make that hard-earned money, working at that hellhole I call a stupid day job, I know that the money coming in is going to be for J-Man. I'm lining up my pockets. I'm lining up J360 the way it needs to be done. And then at the end of the day, if I do venture into that, would you fund J360 the same way? Would you actually go to the Patreon page? Would you go to If I Had OnlyFans? Because it's not just sex work, but it's predominantly sex work. Would you go ahead and find a way to fund my company and help it grow? Oh, no. Well, then the hell with you too. And the thing about it is a lot of people try to assess, like say, well, you know, J-Man's like a wild card. J-Man doesn't come with an instruction manual unlike some of these other people walking this earth. And it's true. I don't. I mean, one way or another, it's like a lot of people try to, I don't know what it is. They try to find those they can easily manipulate, or they try to go ahead and say, you know, you nice guy. I like the nice guy and all that. So it's like, yeah, no, I'm not a nice guy. I will flat out tell you I'm not a nice guy. You know, on Tuesday, I could be a complete lout, and on Wednesday, I could be just a giant jerk. And the thing is also this. That's just on the day. But at my core, I'm a good man. And I always will be a good man because, you see, being a nice guy, it puts you in that, like, Ben Stiller role from Something About Mary. Yeah, you're not going to get anything until the end of the movie. And even then, that's when all the ex-boyfriends, suitors, and all that stuff show up. I mean, nonsense like that even. But then you'll start sitting there thinking this. It's like, I'm not a nice guy at all. You're right, I'm not. That means being a good man means I'm honorable, I do the right thing, and I get stuff done, but I can still be a complete a-hole when I need to be, and not an abusive jerk. And I never will be abusive. I speak my point, and if you do not like where I stand and how things are, there's the door. And I will happily boot you in your ass to send you where you need to go. We'll call it a stamp. You'll get there overnight. If you absolutely have to be there, run for the hills, is what I say. And I say that to anybody. I'm equal opportunity about it. One way or another, I don't need to fit in a group just to feel as though I belong. If anything, I'm a trendsetter, and I go ahead and I make the moves, and I build the community, and I work my way to the top like anybody else does. I'm no different than quite a lot of content creators just trying to, have their piece and grow and make a substantial income getting where they need to be. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to go ahead and go the certain route that certain other people go. Because there's always a different way. I mean, J360 Radio is monetized, for goodness sake. And I don't feel bad about it. And I ain't trying to turn people off. But after a while, I have to reassess myself and take a look at my social circle. Just like all of you do. You have every right to take control. And some of you simps out there, stop giving these thoughts money. I mean, more or less, you work hard for that stuff. I'm assuming that some of y'all have jobs. I'm assuming that some of y'all actually bring in the greenbacks for yourself, but you throw it away to what? And then here's the thing. If you tip, she'll say hello to you. Yeah, here's my tip. This giant middle finger right here, because I'm not giving you anything more than what your monthly fee is. And even then, at the same time, I see how disgusting stuff is. And I, once again, say I cannot stand liars. I see it too much. And in social media, sometimes, I'm willing to let go. You know what? That needs to go in a barrel, and it needs to be lit, or it needs to be thrown at the bottom of the ocean, never to be seen again. And even though I've met some of you also off of social media, and it's been real, and even though I know, like, where things are going as I use it, I can't stand Facebook. Twitter can kiss my ass. And I really, really am glad that Google stuff didn't take off. But I also know that YouTube's a part of that as well, and YouTube just sucks. I'm trying to work with a bunch of other people to make it better. Hopefully, we'll get back on top of things and get to entertainment where it's supposed to be. But on the real of things are really, really messed up. And it doesn't seem like people are trying to fix this stuff and get out of construction. You know what I'm saying? Everything is so easy to put the blind up on things. But at the end of the day, it gets to the point where the truth's going to come out. And when it does, are you ready to face that point? Are you ready to have that conversation? Are you ready to be mature enough about it? But I dare say it, quite a lot of people are not. Which is why we're still in the same damn cesspool we're in right now. So right off the bat, I'm rebuilding things. I'm looking at things. I'm seeing where things are going. I look at my love interest. She's all right. But I also look into other ways of saying, guess what, man? If Jay has to start fresh in so many other ways, maybe that's just what's going to have to happen. And not only that, I'm not afraid to do it. It's hard as hell when you're in your 30s trying to rebuild things, but you never stop fighting for the life that you feel as though you deserve, and you never stop building what you want. And I always do it. And see, the problem with wants is, sometimes, is it a need? Is it going to get where it needs to be? I don't know! But I got to see it to the end. And I don't know who's going to be there by my side. Will it be my current love interest? I don't know. But I always had myself. Even when I'm playing the game, even when I'm doing what I need to do, even when I'm well adjusted to where I need to be, I can be in a group and I can be by myself. And then when I'm by myself, you know what? The adventure is harder, but it's much more rewarding. And I don't ask for much, and Lord knows I've gotten it. So I had to go ahead and take my opportunities. I had to take my chances. I had to keep pulling and keep reaching and just doing what I got to do for myself. And I can't look back and see if you're following or not. You just have to be there. But when I cross that line, and I have crossed that many, many lines and burned many bridges, and then just do what I had to do to go ahead and have the biggest bonfire this side of the Eastern Seaboard, mentally, I knew it was worth it. Because, quite a lot of people will try to box you in and try to make it seem like, oh, you do whatever we tell you and stuff like that. The hell you will when it comes to me. And the hell they will when it comes to any of you. Make your choices, yes, but you don't have to be a part of anything that you don't feel comfortable being a part of, and you don't have to go ahead and be a part of OnlyFans, Whistle, or any of these damn social networks. Because they're all a pile of crap anyway. Ran by a bunch of executives out here that say, you know what? We practice quid pro quo, even though we try our damnedest to make it seem like we don't. And at the end of the day, the lie comes out. And I'm tired of hearing about how hard the business is. Yeah, I really am. Because at the end of the day, we all know it's challenging. But it doesn't mean you got to be a lazy ass about it. Do for it and try to improve it if you can. In addition to yourselves. But I've said enough. It's time for me to go, and I got to come back with the power play. But I need to go ahead and handle something else right quick. So the power play might be around 10:30 or 11, depending on how I feel. But until then, I'm going to catch you all later. This is the J-Man signing off. Peace.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.